live with my uncle and my aunt in a college town that is fairly safe. The crime rate is surprisingly low considering that there are college kids everywhere. I had always felt comfortable walking places alone until one summer night when that all changed. It was during the clown craze, which I thought was nothing to be concerned about, until there were so many local news story incidents that I knew there was something serious going on. At the start of this, I thought kids were just making up creepy clown videos in order to get their 5 minutes of fame on the internet. I ran into a clown that wasn't looking for 5 minutes of fame, but instead to harm me. I was walking by myself to my friend's house to play video games. 4 of us were going to meet there at 10 p.m. As I was walking to my friend's house, I was crossing through a small open spot of land next to the library. I looked across the street, and at the same time, a person dressed as a clown on the other side was looking back at me. It held a machete, turned its head, and started laughing. I quickly stopped looking at it and turned my head forward again. Even though my head was facing forward, I was still looking at it through the corner of my eye. It started running from across the street at me. My worst nightmare was coming true. I thought that I was going to die. All I could do was try to run. I heard it laughing at me while it ran towards me. My adrenaline was racing and my heart was pounding as I quickly ran behind the library and climbed a tree to hide. I climbed as high as I could before the clown came around the corner. I climbed about 10 feet off the ground into the tree and hugged the tree branch for dear life. I tilted my head to look down as my body and hands trembled. There it was walking below me. I could see the top of its white head. I waited, hugging the tree, trying not to totally break down. I waited for about 10 to 15 minutes when I believed that the coast was clear and I could get away. But I couldn't be 100% sure that it was not down there, hiding or waiting for me. I started to climb down the tree slowly, and when I got close to the ground, I jumped out of the tree and landed on my feet. Oh my God, there it was, about 20 feet away, searching for me in the wooded area. Its head turned to look at me when it heard me land on the ground. I ran out from the back of the library to the street and kept on running down the sidewalk. My friend, who was meeting us to play video games, was driving down the same road and seen me running. He pulled over and shouted, "Get in!" I got in the car as quick as I could. He squealed the tires and drove off. Panicked and breathing heavy, I looked back and the clown was chasing the car running down the middle of the street. I watched it until we got so far away I couldn't see it anymore.